Hey YouTube, Kiratwig here, bringing you guys another one of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussion videos. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming release of Maximum Crisis. Sneak peek is this weekend, so a lot of us will be getting packs early and seeing just a lot of the new cards that are coming out. I'm giving you guys a discussion video on what I'm most excited for out of this set. It could be cards specifically, or just an entire archetype on its own. We have a lot to look forward to, and I have a lot of interest to bring you guys different deck profiles as well. So let's go ahead and get started with the discussion video. First up is Performapal Sky Magician. This is the main card used by Yuya's dad in the anime, and all the Performapals he used in his duel against Yuri were all non-pendulum monsters. And it's actually been a while since I gave some thought to a non-pendulum Performapal deck, and we're actually getting quite a good amount of support in this pack involving non-pendulum Performapals. So I thought, why not look into this? I don't know what rarity it is yet. If I had to guess anything rare or super rare on this card, but we'll know sooner or later. For this card, but like I said, he's the main unit of the deck, as Odd Eyes is to Yuya. So it'd be cool how to implement this card alone in a deck using all the other support. If I do end up mixing a few Performapals into this variant, it'd probably be ones like Parrot Trio, ones that focus on helping non-pendulum Performapals. But I still want to try out a variant on its own of Performapals, so we'll be going with Gatling Ghoul. I don't think we're getting too many other Performapal pendulum monsters in this pack, but I do like the idea of mixing in, the fusions along with Odd Eyes, Vortex, and now this new Performapal fusion monster, which is Gatling Ghoul. It requires a Performapal monster plus one level 5 or higher dark monster, which fits because you can use Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon to fit that need. And basically, if this card's fusion summoned, you inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card on the field. Then if this card is fusion summoned using a pendulum monster, destroy one monster your opponent controls. If you do inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack of the destroyed monster, you can only use this effect once per turn. So it's pretty good. It has that pop effect and burn ability, really high attack points as well, 2,900. I don't think, like I said, like most of the Performapals, when you usually get them, it won't be too high rarity, but definitely excited to get this as well and see just what I can do, see if there's any other dark high-level Performapal monsters, and not just have to rely on Odd Eyes to make this deck work. I know I always change up my Performapal deck based on the new support that comes out, so I'm very interested to see what this will bring us. Up next, we have the Lyrical Lusks, or, I think they're going to change the name, unless this is the name change for them, but they are the deck used by Ruri in the anime. They're level 1 bird monsters, and they revolve around Exceed, and I think also Fusion Summoning. But I brought Windwitch deck profile to you guys. I brought Lunalights, Melodious, so this is the final deck of the 4, basically characters for Arc V to get support in this pack. So I'm definitely interested to see what we can deliver with this deck for sure. Also talking is the Predaplants. They actually got quite a good amount of support. I think they're getting some spell and traps in this set as well, as long as monsters also. Yuri's final support also, I think, is what they're delivering. Very interesting to see just how they'll implement it. I don't think we're getting any more fusion monsters. We're getting basically just the rest of the Predaplant support to help with the deck, which, it got a good amount of stuff in basically Fusion Enforcers, that's the word for it. But I think it still needed a little more, and hopefully this support will definitely carry out that. Same with the Speedroids. I know that Terratop, Tekken Tomboard, Triad Dice are very good on their own, but we're getting new support for Speedroids in this pack as well, so I'm definitely looking forward to if I can implement another pure Speedroid variant to you guys. I know a lot of people just mix it into other decks, but I like to see just, what the Speedroid Synchro's potential can be on their own using the new stuff we'll be getting. I think it's at least 2 to 3 cards for the Speedroids in this pack, and I think it's the final support we'll be seeing, unless there are some, Japan promos to get. But other than that, it's a very interesting win deck to look forward to. The big one of the set that, I definitely want to, build something around is Supreme King Zark. He is the first fusion pendulum monster we're receiving, and we don't have the other subordinates of Zark yet. They come in Code of the Duelist, if I remember correctly. So we'll have to work with him and Infinity and Zero, which are his 0 and 13 pendulum scales, to get out the subordinates of Zark for all his different plays. But I think there are some combos you can use with like Miracle Synchro Fusion to get this guy out very easily. So I also want to work on that kind of deck. I know the deck will probably be a little more simplistic until we get the rest of the support, but those are the type of decks I really like because it makes me go full potential when it comes to deck building for you guys. Also, we have Zephyra support in this. You know, I've always thought the idea of a pure Zephyra deck was very cool, but I've seen people having to mix it to make the most potential out of the deck. But this card, Zephyra Providence, is their Searcher, which, along with Oracle of Zephyr, the field spell searching, is just 2 search cards for the deck, and it's really cool. It prevents destruction, and we actually have a big beater of the deck now, which is Zephyroth, who actually even, broke the mechanic of the game, allowing 2 pendulums for the pendulum of Zephyr monsters. It's pretty sweet. He is, basically the one you're going to want to try to go for by just monster mashing Zephyra is my guess, going off of all their different combo plays to get him off. It's very interesting, and he's only going to be a super rare. I'm not sure what Providence's rarity will be yet. I don't think there's a full release on all the rarities yet, but either way, it does seem interesting if this becomes a possible thing to make work. I know there are some cards like Wavering Eyes that really limited pendulum searching of generic pendulum cards, but other than that, I will look forward to trying to make this work in a lot of decks for the Zephyra build. And lastly, I know there's probably other cards that I missed as well, but definitely Diamond Dustin. I was a big fan. You guys know I bring you guys a lot of Dustin deck profiles out there. And I think I actually had one recently, but this one adds to the cake. It's just an additional Dustin kind of card you can use, in which Diamond Dustin allows you to special summon this card onto the field. It does not count as a trap card, I don't think, either. You can banish 1 Dustin in your graveyard, special summon this card to your opponent's field in defense mode as a normal monster, fiend. It's not treated as a trap card. Summoned this way, it cannot be tributed or used as Fusion Synchro Xyz or for a summon. So it's really cool. I know that, the whole Link summoning thing is coming out, so that's one thing, that people probably didn't intend for with the Dustin thing. That's going to be one thing that makes the deck kind of weak on its own. But still, wrapping up the deck, I think this was a cool way to finish it off. We had Star Dustin, which was their main big monster of the deck, and this just is, just a little added staple for them. But yeah, that's basically my discussion of what I'm looking forward to the most out of Maximum Crisis. Mostly just fun stuff. That's what I like to go for in the beginning, because I love bringing you guys my deck profiles. But until, later on, we'll see what else I look forward to. I guess I like to grab a lot from this set also, come sneak peek, and just go from there. But this is the stuff I really want to get my hands on first. But other than that, please don't forget to comment down below what you're looking forward to out of this set. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and Kiratwig out.